Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Let's go. It is Thursday, which is Friday Eve, and I actually spent most of the day thinking it was Wednesday, but it's actually Thursday, which is Friday Eve. So we're almost through the week, and people are starting to panic. Bro, we've been through this before. Don't panic. Just diamond hand, and I should have had my glove ready. This is the diamond hand and continue to hold, guys. Don't panic and listen to FUD. I know I spent maybe 10 minutes trying to fix this screen because yesterday somebody said the screen was wrinkled. Listening to FUD, right? Wasting time. Nobody even cares, right? Why listen to FUD? You got to stay focused and continue to diamond hand and help your main man BTM spread the word about Zebec or Zebec, or what was it? Zebec. The French translation or the French accent as Zebec. I like saying it that way, but continue to diamond hand and get the word out, guys. Zebec is not a project that will disappear. It's not going anywhere. There's too many partnerships and people who hold, right? People are saying it's a scam. And as of today, which is 626, no one has claimed that prize for being able to show that Zebec is a scam. So there must not be a scam or nobody can prove it. But don't listen to FUD. Stay focused and continue to diamond hand. We are early to a good thing. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But do your research, right? Don't listen to people trying to persuade you or confuse you or trying to get you to sell. I already told you what's happening. These guys are trying to get you to sell so they can buy it cheap and then turn right back around and sell it back to you. What up, Halls Balls? What up, DR? What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the BTM Crypto News Network. So let's turn on the spotlight and see what we can see. So this is the BTM Crypto News Network. Make sure you join. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit us up with a super chat to keep um, your main man BTM in business. Thank you for all that did subscribe and super chatted and trying to keep the lights on BTM Crypto News Network. Now, I just keep hearing something. I think it's the guys are outside to cut the yard, but I don't hear any lawnmowers. So I'm wondering what's going on outside. Either way it go, they're outside, I'm inside. I got to keep it pushing. So this is keep holding Zebec, diamond hands. Let's freaking go. ZBCN. Keep holding Zebec no matter what. Diamond hand. I've been saying the judge won't change her ruling from day one. Nothing has changed, even though Judge said Taurus can't change her ruling. Can't change her ruling, right? It's a done deal. And plus, these guys are pushing forward with the what was that? The crypto what was that that Trump they passed? The recent crypto ruling, which is gonna help widespread adoption. I can't remember what the bill is, but one of the bills they're talking about now is letting you use Bitcoin in your real estate purchases or real estate payments or something, which is going to fuel Zebec. I think Zebec will be able to help you stream these payments. At this point in time, do you think Ripple XRP would benefit Zebec and the Zebec network? 82%, an overwhelming majority is saying yes. This is huge. Ripple advertising takes over NYC. It's happening to finance XRP. It's happening to finance. What is this? It's happening across sectors, across industries, and across the world. It's happening with Ripple. And if you can see here, across industries, I don't know if they're trying to say something without saying something, but it sounds like they're saying something. I don't know. Let's leave that alone. We still bullish AF for sure, Harsbach. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not true to this. We are new to this, right? I'm tripping. I'm not new to this. We are true to this. Don't trip by the dip. Definitely, sir. Hall's balls tell them to eat the dip, right? I'm actually buying more now since it's down. This is probably the lowest it's been in a while. Why not get it cheap, right? Why buy? Like I tell people, you don't buy on days it's up, down, buy on days it's down. So when it comes back up, gonna make some money, right? Coming down for us to pick it up, and it appears is starting to come back up. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How long do you think it is going to be down for? So this is Zebec gains momentum, Circle Ripple partnership. I said it once and I'll say it again. The Ripple partnership is coming. You just don't want to believe it. Zebec is over 150%. Market cap 181. This must be old. Posting. Wallets doubling, volumes exploding, real integration, not vaporware. Zebec isn't knocking on the door, it's already on the keys. I like that. So this is Zebec gains momentum with Circle and Ripple partnerships. Zebec Network announces major partnership with Circle, Chainlink, and Ripple. I guess that's leading up to 150 increase in the Zebec token value. Recent collaborations signal strategic expansion within the blockchain ecosystem. Zebec Network is led by CEO Sam. The partnerships confirmed on official channels are designed to boost user adoption and market presence. No direct leadership comments were available. Zebec values doubles, market cap hits 181. And I think the market cap is around 3 something now. So this is definitely old. This is Midas Gold. The logo isn't just a symbol, it's Xbec, a boat on the steam of value. It doesn't fight the current, it channels it. Ancient form, digital function. Welcome to Zebec. This is the Zebec army. Not even the Avengers want any of this, any of the Zebec army. The. I can't stop Zebec from growing and expanding. Wow, that's a trip. Top RWA token. Crypto never sleeps. Let me follow these guys. Crypto never sleeps. Uh, just checking something out. See what else they had on here. I'll come back and check that out later. Um, top RWA token social activity today. Link leads with 25.5 thousand posts. 8 million interactions close behind HBAR, Ingest, AVAX, VET, ICP, Ondo, Quant, Algo, and Zebec, ZBCN. RWAs are buzzing. Are you bullish or skeptical? Okay, I'm trying to top RWA posts by social activity. Engagement post measures the number of total posts that have received interactions over the last 24-hour time frame. Interactions include many socially driven engagements and include actions such as likes, comments, and retweets. So, of course, the link is up there. I'm not sure why, but we see Zebec here. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? At number 10 with 3.5 thousand. Luna Crush says they're at 285.5 thousand. I guess these are, yeah, interactions, which means clicks, comments, and retweets and upvotes. Man, I need to check this out. I used to have a Luna Crush login, and then they changed the licensing up. They wanted you to pay. I'm already told you guys I'm deep in subscriptions. I'm not getting any deeper in anything. But that's nice to know. This is Zebec. Looks like Zebec just broke out of the cup and handle pattern to me. I wonder if it has anything to do with this. This was 2 days ago, and trying to see what the this is. Weird. What is the this? Zebec is invited to the Zero Hash conference in London today to speak on the future of money movement. We're proud to join the panelists from Circle, uh, Ripple, Zero Hash, X, and Stripe to drive adoption of the stablecoin payments to e-commerce, point of sale, POS. Stay tuned for exciting new partnerships as we unveil the full Zebec POS tech stack in coming weeks. So that's going to be interesting. I do want to see the Zebec point of sale systems. Somebody mentioned there are terminals, and if the terminals are able to do interactions, I think with the streaming technology, these things are going to take off, guys. So just mark that, bookmark it, and we'll come back whenever there's an announcement about that. Top RWA projects by social engagement. And this has Zebec at number 3 with 3,000 posts, 292,000 interactions. Social dominance 0.03, so we're tied with Sky. There's Sky and Ondo. So Ondo is barely ahead, right? It's not like it's taken off, but I need to check out this guy, Crypto. Well, this is also from yesterday, but this is another Luna Crush. I need to check Luna Crush out. So this is the more you watch the charts, the more you become emotionally attached and cause self-emotional damage. Well, stay disciplined. Zebec Network, the future of payroll. Why is this guy masked up? It's kind of weird. AI-based PayFi and RWA. Somebody did mention they're working on a AI agent, I guess, which will be pretty interesting. Everything just changed for crypto. There's a major shift unfolding now. If you're holding cash by ICP, Zebec, or ZCN, you want to see this. And we do have a video. We'll go there in a second. Zebec, ZBCN will be top-tiered financial infrastructure, not just in crypto, but across the entire global economy. Real-time, compliant, scalable. ZBCN just isn't just a token, it's the foundation of a financial revolution. What? Zebec Network, ZBCN, and the Diamond Hand. And these guys are right, right? There's a lot of FUD going around, a lot of extra crap, and a lot of nonsense. But If Zebec gets into deep into this streaming payroll, they are going to change a lot of how you get paid and how financial institutions work and processing for payroll, right? And I'm pretty sure if these guys start streaming payroll, they're going to put a lot of these payroll companies out of business at a time when the market's getting tight anyway, right? These guys came or will release to the market at a perfect time and they're going to explode. I'm just looking at I sold some of my Zebec and bought back in to bring my average down. And I did this before with another crypto and I waited too long and the freaking price went up. To make sure I get all my Zebec back while the price is still at the 003, which brings my price paid average down from I think it was 004 to now I'm at 0036. I don't know if it really matters much, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. This is the Zebec Network, and it's not financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes because I've done it before and missed, right? Came in higher than I paid for it the first time, but I'm buying it. I don't care how much it costs, right? Because there is a future in payroll streaming. I don't care what anybody says. But what anybody's trying to fudge you out, this is Binance Jewel Alert. And we got Made in America ZBCN. This is let them know the Zebec community integrated 7 major networks and counting. So there's Solana, Ethereum, Binance, Base, Tron, Sui, and I guess BitTensor. I think they're replying to this as well. There's lots of replies to this. Zebec Jewel, I think this is also a reply. So this is saying Zebec Pay real-time salary streaming, Zebec Safe real-time real world utility live payroll, global crypto wages, smart treasury flows. Why is it spelled like that? This generates demand, fees, and usage to Zebec card, real world utilities like payroll, global crypto, wages, and smart treasury flows. What's the difference between this one and that's weird? That's the Zebec chain. Flows back into Zebec token, completing the value cycle. Zebec art chain, borderless tankies. This serves DOAs, teams, and freelancers. The Zebec chain, Zebec payroll, automated borderless team payments, Zebec government, community-driven treasury voting. This is the Zebec ambassador. Love it. People are about to find out. Robin Hood is coming. Let's see what the ambassador has to say. See if there's anything on here that we haven't talked about. And there does not appear to be anything we haven't already discussed. There. Go back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Let's see here. Let me see. We're here. We're there. Here. That's when. That's going into Caspa. So let's check out the bubbles real quick. Nero is down 8.4. XPX is down 7.1. Algo's down 2.5. Ruby Dodge down 2.3. BG B is up 7.3. FET's up 1.5. Osmosis is down 1.8. Leo is up 0.5. Toshi's down 3.3. Zebec is down 4.9. Looks like we're starting to bounce back. Radian's down 5.2. The Archblock's down 4.2. XCN is down 7.8. Peanut is down 4%. Floki is down 5.2. Litecoin's up 0.5. Dodge is up 2.1. XRP is up 2.6. Jupiter's up. XRP is down 2.6. I'm tripping. Metals down 1.3. Jupiter's down 3.2. Dodge is down 2.1. Spectra is down 8.3. Powell's down 7.4. Block is down 3.7. H bar is down 4.2. Prime is down 9.7. Coda is down 5.1. Mudan is down 2.3. Pepe is down 2.5. AIOZ is down 0.7. Gala's up 1.5. Swarm is down 6.5. Casper's down 2.2. Bittender doesn't even have a number on it. Is up 0.1. White is up 5.1. And it's looking. White's been pumping. I might see if I can get into that actually. AIZ is up 7.5 today. Zebec is up 0.42 in the last hour, down 5.12 the last 24 hours, down 10% in the last 7 days, which kind of happens after a massive pump. There's going to be a pullback, and they did release more tokens onto the market. So that also affects the price. 30 days down 12.3, 90 days up 290, for the year up 199. Total supply 96.8 billion, max supply 100 billion. And if we look here, we're down to 75,432. We were at 67,000. You're going to see people are dropping like crazy. Last 4 hours, lost 604 holders. 12 hours, 620. For the day, 596. 3 days, 533. 7 days, 284. 14 days, 299 holders were up. In 30 days, still up 12,977. But these numbers aren't really definitive because it doesn't really tell exactly. But if we were down 296 in the day, 620 in 12 hours, and 604 in 4 hours, that means people are buying back in because the number went down, right? For the day, it was 596, but 12 is 520. So from here to here, there's an increase. But from the 12 hours to the 4 hour, there's a decrease. That means people are buying back in, it means the numbers are going up. And I suspect these numbers will continue to go back towards the green as the price comes back up. Wow. So we're down to 74,000. Oh, wow. Look at this. Looks like a lot of people are jumping, but don't panic, right? Just continue to diamond hand because I'm buying back in at a cheaper rate. 30 days, we're still up 11,964. 4 hours, we're down 1,485. 12 hours, 496. 1 day, 164. But it's still good because the number is going down from 1291 to 12. I can't even see today. 1491 to 1485 means that people are coming back in slowly but surely, right? The water's in. Come in, we missed you. So this is The 0036 down 5% on the day. And let's see what they say technically. Zebec price dropped 5.9% in 24 hours due to technical breakdowns and fading momentum after the parabolic rally. Failed to support the retest at the 0043 and the 0044. Triggers a sell off. Profit taking continues after May's 900% surge, which makes sense, right? You're up 900%. People are going to take profit, especially if they got an early. Low volume, -7 daily signals weak buying conviction. And people probably aren't buying, they're selling. People that are in are selling because they're taking profits, and the people that continue to hold aren't buying yet. So that makes sense as the price action to be down. Technical ZBIC broke below the 20 period EMA 0044 and the Fibonacci 50% level at the 005, invalidating a short-term bullish structure. The MAC histogram 4076 shows accelerating bearish momentum, while RSI 43 to 49 range confirmed a neutral to oversold conditions without extreme manipulation. Critical support now sits at the 61.8 fib level, the 004, which aligns with June ascending trend line. Breakout here could trigger the 0031, 78.6 fib, where liquidations clusters. Okay. While Bitcoin dominates, rose 1% this week to 65.1. Altcoins like Zebec faced headwinds. Future data open interest dropped 62% since May peak. Cinnamon Ship's social media mentions fell 95% post rally. Of course they would, because people took the money and ran and stopped talking about it, which is cool because as soon as it pumps, they'll jump back in and uh push the price back up. So we're not worried about that either. I'm just looking at something. Um tripping. Token 229% 60-day gain still leaves it vulnerable to mean reversal, amplifying its 306 million market cap and high float 84.5 billion circulating supply. Conclusion: Zebec dip reflect cooling momentum after a speculative frenzy, with technicals and derivatives signaling caution. Watch your volume spike near 004. This could level spark a relief rally or a macro BTC flow dedication further downside. So they're saying it's either going to pump because there's a micro rally happening or go down because of the Bitcoin dominance. You can see here, we're still 80%, 88% bullish. So things didn't change much, right? Weak at current levels look like the 002 or 003 will be the next profit target for me. I'm not sure what this is. Not long, guys and girls. VBIC, buy or hold, simple. We have another entry point to go long and accumulate more tokens. Follow me. What is excited to see the sub 0013 or the sub 001 price yet again. These reaccumulations have been more phenomenal since it's gotten experience to the migration to the 110 ratio split. This has been a great 3.5 years or so for me. I'll be completely and privately retired in less than 5 years. Not many people can say that they can retire before they reach 50 years old. I wish. That would be awesome. Well, it will never seem like work anyways. Living in a tropical climate year round, free from greedy governments that overtax hardworking citizens, has been quite a blessing. I wish you all prosperity and the ability to taste the fruits of your labor. Zebec, the only real world payment solution stack owned by the Zebec headquarters. Do your own research. Summary outlook: technicals bias strongly bearish across the intraday, cautiously neutral on the daily, potential rebound near, likely near oversold zones, but any rebound remains within the downtrend unless the key levels and MAs are reclaimed. Key zones 0036 to 00363. Initial resistance 003642 and the 00366. Momentum flip reclaiming the 0080 and the 00390. So I was a 00380, the 380, and the 0039 moving average. Buy now, cry later. Don't ask how, when, or why. Buy. That's actually pretty cool. Don't ask how, when, or why. I'll put this in the chat so I want to remember that. To let you know where it's at. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you think Zebec is on the verge of bouncing back. What up, quarter crawler? Tap in, dance with who brought you to the party, of course. And check the Casper video out earlier, quarter crawler. I buy late at the 005, still hold and just add more. 206K. What up, Michael Locke? Thanks for joining. Anybody else positive about ZBIC? You think it's going to bounce back? Put a fire emoji in the chat or in the comments or in the chat comments. This is guys will deserve the 0000. What? And WR can load billions. I was looking at the chart and saw a lot of big buys. Those investors who got back in, y'all need to think those who sold for tiny, right? Because we are coming back. Uh, what up, my brother? What up, Michael? Quarter crawl. I see you with the flames in the chat. Top 1%. Thank you, sir, for reposting the stream. If you like it, I love it. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I think we'll be dropping lower until the 30th. You know how the insiders like to play these games. Hold, definitely hold, because I definitely think there's something going on in the background. You made a green version of Nike Air Jordans. Do a new Zebec. Made you a green version of Nike Air Jordans. Do a new Zebec search. What? What up with you? Zebec 365. Zebec 365. Let me see what you got here. Let's see what you got here. Oh yeah. If you like it, I love it. I love it. You're right. You're right. I think you heard me yesterday about the red ones. Yes, this is what we need, brother. We need green. Nothing but green. This is my own creation of Zebec. Zebec, ZBCN, Nike Air Jordan. These are not real shoes, though. You may actually be able to get them made. This is directly from Nike. I created a green version on top, green candles, BTM per his request. Let's go. Let's go. ZBCN 365. These are fire. These are fire. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you know where it's at. And if you like the green ones, if you like it, I love it. Because we definitely need to from Black Tiger Miner, for Black Tiger Miner from ZBCN. Appreciate you, bro. And I love them, right? If you like them, I love them. We need to get Nike on the phone. Phil, pick up the phone, man. Phil Knight, get us these green shoes. We're trying to make you guys a couple bucks here, man. Get the shoes out. Yeah, that's better. Quarter crawlers, right? Put a heart in the chat if you like the green shoes, and if you like uh for appreciation to ZBCN 365, put a fire emoji in the chat. I actually appreciate that, bro. And that's actually fire. We're gonna like and repost these. This is what I'm talking about. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's see, ZBCN. My main man, I like it. If you like it, I love it. Bugatti, what up? Think you came right in time. Check this out, bro. We got the green Nike Air Jordans player. We are live. Put a fire emoji in the chat, or a heart emoji in the chat if you like the shoes. What up, boss man? What up with your Bugatti? Call the, what is that? Call the fire department, of course, because we burning it down, bro. Call the fire department. Call the National Guard. Put them in here because as big as the Army, better get the Navy. Shout out to the Air Force and the Space Force and Caspa's taking us to the moon with these green Zebecs Nike Airs. Let's go. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so this is the chart. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart appears to be flat. Don't see much movement going on. RSI base moving average is 54. RSI is down to 48.8. We're losing volume on the 5-minute chart. Just had a MACD cross. On the 15-minute chart, looks like we're building volume. MACD's up and down. Didn't cross. What is this? Couple of green candles on the grid candles on the 15. Sorry. RSI base moving average is flat. RSI is up and down on the 15-minute. On the 45-minute chart, we're still building volume. RSI based moving average appears to be coming up. The RSI is stagnant still. On the 1 hour, RSI based moving average is flat. Volume is doing a little something, but it looks like it's stuck. And on the 4 hour, looks like we pumped up. We came back down to the 006. And looks like the next leg up would be the 0044. So if we can break, press and hold, press and hold. Oh, wow. When they start doing this. So it's the 004 from earlier, 004644, wait, 00449, 0040, and a 00. So I think that would be the next leg up. Where's my line drawer? Here and here. It's not even straight. Dang it. Bring this down a little bit. Can it come down? So here, be the next leg up to the 005. Bugatti. Man, we just need Zebec to go to 20 by my dude. So it will be, that's on the 4-hour chart. We'll look at the day chart real quick. I'm definitely crooked. Get this line straight. Watch us blow past the 004 tonight and push up for the rest of the weekend. Just because I put this line up here. Weird things happen all the time, guys. Well, just because I drew the line, right? We're going to blow past it, so the line will be irrelevant. If I hadn't drawn the line, we'd probably be going down. But I think we're about to start trending back up. Let me know in the chat if you think we are going to push up over the weekend or if you think we're going to continue to push down. I think we now have consolidated and we will be back up. Let's push it on up to the 005. See on the day chart, see if we can pull it out. If we can get the line straight. So what is this? May 26th, we came up and came back down. So we will wait and see. Bullish like a mug for sure. Let me see. Go back to, as I always say, those think buying Zebec at 004 is too expensive or don't believe in the project can consider investing in HBAR, XLM, XRP, Cardano, or Ondo. All solid projects. Don't panic. Most of altcoins are going down. Zebec will not be an exception. On most searches, Zebec on most search Coinbase. What? Every long or buy right now if you want a fast ride up for some profits. The shadow has spoken. Enter along. Okay. Something is brewing. The charts tell a story. It's in the air. Where are we going next? My buying target, quick, the 0014. If you persist and resist, you will reach your conquer. Bullish on Zebec. I like it. If you like it, I love it. You guys need to be smart here. Worst feeling in the world is not taking profits and watching slow bleed that's coming. So I guess that's what's going on. Guys are taking profit and getting ready to buy back in, which I think is gonna happen real soon. We're moving up like George and Wheezy this weekend. Moving on up to the east side, Bugatti. We finally got a piece of the pie. I feel that. I need to sleep now, but probably people saw things differently from I did because I really didn't care what the outcome looked like. Definitely only cared about the income, which is coming through for all of us. Good night, fam. Sleep, just sleep tight and have ALG, good dreams. Okay. Look at the Bitcoin formed a perfect skull pattern today. Does that mean this is the what? Bro, what are you talking about? I have the gut feeling, not TA. Do your own due diligence, do your own research that this will dump to 002 or 28 USD levels before seeing a mooning pump. Just think the opposite of what everyone wants. This was hyped to sun levels, and the hype train now is being struck by reality and liquidity exiters. Uh, shit. Take target 002. Things will get really rocky over the weekend. Zebec, another listing. Next stop, Coinbase. Zebec keeps it coming. Do your own research. I think something's going to happen. I'm not sure if it's this weekend. Somebody mentioned the 30th. So maybe the 30th is when things pop. But I do think Zebec is going to have something happen next week. When's the 30th? 30th Monday. Either this weekend or next week, there's going to be an announcement. And if they were smart, The next quarter starts in July, right? Yep. 3, 3. Yeah. So if you're going to do something, wait, or you would make the announcement now to reap the profits in the next quarter. So if something major happens this weekend or next week, remember where you heard it first. FYI, key roles on market maker adds liquidity, keeps market active by ensuring assets can be bought or sold at any time. Tighten spreads, reduces the gap between the buy and sales. Stability price helps prevent large price swings due to sudden buy sales. Support tokens listing new or low volume tokens often hire market makers to improve trading activity. How they operate, use algorithms and bots to place and update orders in milliseconds. May work on centralized and decentralized exchange, often enter liquidity agreements with token teams in exchange for fees or token allocation. What? These guys are allocating the tokens on the side for price swings? What the? Bullets on Zebec ready to buy more. Good afternoon, Zebec fam. I traded 90% of my flare to buy Zebec this morning, best believe. Here you go with the best believe. Bro, make him a believer for Sean or for Side. Maybe that's for Side. Make him a believer. I'm about to start printing out believer shirts because when Zebec pumps, which might pump this weekend, because somebody mentioned that if the market makers are selling, right, trying to get people to drop Zebec, right? These guys are blowing up. So when this turns green again, things are gonna get crazy. 75,561. I should have took a screenshot. I don't know, but make them a believer, bro. I'm about to make you guys believers. When this price pops, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you guys were crazy. You guys are right." Trying to tell you, best believe my chili dogs. I'm not sure what you mean by the chili dogs. But yeah, I'm watching. I keep looking at my phone because I'm watching the price to make sure I get it as it's coming back up, but I don't want to miss it. I don't want to wait too long and the price goes above 0038. I got to buy it below 0038. Where are we now? 0036. Looks like it's starting to come back up as we were at the 0035. And Friday is a payday. Might be something happening. Might be something going on tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. 006 00611. I don't even look at the 1 minute chart, but that's the 1 minute. 3 minutes got a couple green candles. Keep it a 15-minute chart. There's a green candle. Not do anything for the fam, best believe. I see the fire emojis, hall balls. I see you guys. So I guess we'll go to a quick video. We got 5 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys some hopium. Let's see what this guy's talking about. He had me amped up earlier.
Told y'all last time, don't panic, don't jump ship. 0032, Zebec bounce right back. I told y'all once again, while everybody was jumping ship, while everybody was selling, we told you we're not going anywhere. We're buying on the dead. Okay? I just want to say, I'm not patting myself on the back, but we do the research here on the Crypto Fan. All right? So let's go back. So you already know there's a war. Iran, America, Israel. Markets took a dump. People were scared. People were panicking. They were jumping ship. But when there's blood, we've seen opportunity in the market. All right, so Zebec took a dump. It was at 40042. It started coming down fast. It was hit the top of 71. It took a 50% dump. People jumping ship. But here in the crypto fan, we do the research. We still know they had the gate knocks in place. We still know they had the micro regulations coming. We still knew they had the science card with the 50 issuers, 50,000 issuers. We still knew about the rumblings, about the XRP rumors. All right. We knew all that. And we knew what was the state of the union. So we knew the total market was down. It wasn't just Zebec, right? We knew not to jump. Still had good volume. The technical showed this was a dip. So I'm telling you right now, stay tuned in. When everybody was silent, we were loud. When the dips come, everybody's running. They don't want to tell you anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I'm just going to tell you the news and tell you what I was doing. And I told you, I reported to y'all. 006, I'm buying. 002, I'm buying. And hit 00317. And she bounced right back up 24%. All right. Over here, we read the charts. All right. We're not going to FOMO in. We're not going to be part of the fear of missing out crew. All right. We're going to buy in the dip. We're going to be part of the bounce back crew. That's the crew we be. That's the crew we in. Now, let me tell you. So right now, we're at 0039 and 00415. That's a support. That's 0039. Okay. And that's 00415. Now, if we go under that, you guys already know 0036. Now, let's say we go above that. The next support is 0045. All right, then the resistance is going to be 5. Now, if we're going to bust through that 5, that 005, the next one is 006. And then now we get rumblings going on. Oh, things can go fast. Now, understand, usually the summer is slow. All right. But Zebec's holding itself up. Look right now. Let's go look on CoinMarketCap. It's at 00402 of this recording right now. All right. The volume is at 25 million. All right. So let's see what happens. I just wanted to report to you guys. And once I told you so, I just want to tell you we do our research. Now hit a comment. Let me know in the comment. Did you hold? Did you sell? Did you jump? Let me know, because a lot of people are saying sell in the comments. I didn't sell. I didn't listen to you. I appreciate your comments, but I'm listening to the technicals. I'm gonna listen to the charts. I'm listening to the macro. What's going out there? This D Crypto fam. If you're down with that crypto gang, hit a like and subscribe. And make sure you guys subscribe. This is real time. You got to get it while it's going on. Tomorrow, you might.
Try to give you guys a little hopium while I was eating lunch. Thanks for the super chat, Fashad. He ain't talking about sell. I sold a little bit to buy back in deeper. And I'm going to sell a little more to buy back in deeper. Just trying to bring that average down. But tomorrow, I think it's a payday, actually. And I'm going to buy even more Zebec. This is not financial advice. Don't do what I do. Do what works best for you. I'm probably going to pawn some jewelry and get in even deeper, bro. As I tell you, don't sell your kidneys to buy crypto or sell your car to buy in. But I did see where there's a plasma center open. I might sell some plasma, bro. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Don't sell plasma to buy crypto. Don't sell your kidneys to buy crypto. Don't remortgage your house to buy crypto. Be smart and think about your future. But I'm buying in deeper, bro. At this point, it's what is that? Zebec to the moon or bust, guys. I'm gonna keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing till it either explodes or it goes down. I need to trade some of my XPR for some Zebec. Zebec. And somebody was actually telling me to get into XPR. So I don't know. I'm kind of, I don't know. Should I get XPR or buy more Zebec? Probably buy more Zebec. Maybe when Zebec booms, I'll buy other crypto. But I'm definitely pretty deep Like I told you before, I'm probably cleaning out my whole portfolio and buying Zebec. I might keep my XRP and maybe some turbo, but everything else is getting liquidated. Everything is getting liquidated to buy turbo. XCN is gone. XDC is gone. XLM is gone. I'm liquidating everything to buy more Zebec. A Zebec to the moon. But I can tell, right? If you know crypto, you know, like this guy said earlier, these guys are selling off because they know what we know, right? They're selling off to get that price to go down. They're going to go down as far as they can, and they're going to buy everything they can get their hands on. I was thinking about selling a piece of my liver for Zebec. I don't know that you can sell a piece of your liver. And I would not advise selling your liver. You might need that one day, bro. Definitely. I mean, you might be able to get by with one kidney, but I think you're going to need your liver. Caspa. Caspa to the moon, because Caspa's starting to pump as well. Let's see, where are we? Uh, Caspa's still down 3.4. Holding Cas, though. Mm, Definitely uh, just getting back into the Caspa game. Just a piece. I don't know. I got to check my portfolio, see what we can liquidate to buy because we are down to the 0036. So that means it's coming back up, right? 15-minute chart. We're at the 006. Where do we start at today? We were at the 005. So it appears we're starting to build more volume. Let me check the DEX real quick. Let's see what's really going on. Fortnite players receive more. What? Hold up. 126 refund? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I need to check that to see because if I got a refund, I'm putting all that on Zebec. All of that refund from the kids going straight to Zebec. Let's see. Banning hashtag, please. Um, let's see what's going on in the decks. Bro, I know you ain't talking about selling half your kidney, bro. So we cannot support selling portions of organs to buy crypto. I can't allow you guys to do that. Trying to figure out which one it is. This is interesting. Because I need to get the actual uh yeah, this guy. Where were we? Where is it? Here. So it is this guy. Why is there two different prices here? Uh, what does this guy say? 0061 006. This guy. So it must be this one. So we'll look to see what the DEX is saying. Hmm. So we do have uh selling. Somebody sold $8. You got to be kidding me. Let's see. When did they start doing fleas? I'll take out the flea and the shrimp and maybe the fish. See what we got here. Let me start think something's at the door.
Absolutely massive. It's down over 6% on the day, down 10% on the week, and over 25% on the month. This is your best time to buy. as this one is about to heat up and something crazy could unfold. We're talking about a $1 price prediction for Zebec. Still very confident on that. I think this one is ready to rip. But before we start the video, I do want to ask, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out any Zebec updates. I watched this one very closely, and with all this pumping today, looks like the beginning of altcoin season could finally be happening. We're seeing the conflicts between the World War III situation is kind of cooling off. We went from being in fear and slowly creeping back towards greed. Bitcoin back above 107, Ethereum back above $2,400. Looks like alts are making a massive comeback, and ZBEC could be pumping very soon. This would be a great time to buy as it's down over 25%. And also, it's definitely lost a bit of hype. And that's actually a good thing, because when you get some of the hype crowd out of things, it kind of cools the market down. That way, you're able to buy at a more stable price. And then when people start FOMOing in and starts pumping, you can start taking some slight profits. Even though we are trying to ride this one all the way to $1, I genuinely believe this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar play. We're talking about like anywhere from 25 to $100 billion market cap in the future, as Zebec is powering and changing the way with PayFi and RWA payments. We went through this TV campaign in the past, but essentially they're trying to bring real-time payment processing to the real world. Essentially, imagine getting paid from your job instantly as you earn the money. That's what they want to deliver. And again, they're going to run this TV campaign this summer, which is pretty cool. It might even be live now. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen it just yet on TV. I've seen the ad, obviously. That's pretty cool. And there's a couple of updates they've made. So we see the payroll market is going real time from large enterprises to everyday families. Zebec is changing how the world gets paid. And we see they made another like 15-second advertisement video of how Zebec is trying to solve some of these solutions. The $11 trillion market. That's what we see here with Zebec is going real time from companies to employees. So again, changing the way people get paid to families across the world. And they already have over 250 enterprise clients. This is already implemented. It's not like it's an idea. You know, they're actually already implemented today. Over 49 or 50,000 monthly users, 250 plus payroll enterprise clients, and over $1 billion in payroll volume, serving.
Okay, I'm back. Z-Big, what are you, I mean, Bugatti, what are you talking about? What's going on? For Shad, definitely we need Bitcoin to do something. Bitcoin has seemed to stall out at the 107. I think it got up to 108 yesterday, came down to 106. We needed to get to, if it gets back to 108 and 110, things are gonna go crazy. Let me see here. Get back to some more hopium for
138 countries. Decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real world value. That's what Zebec is promising to deliver. They've been doing pretty well on that promise so far. Also, guys, I want to ask, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you check out the partner for my channel, Best Wallet. Best Wallet is the best anonymous crypto wallet, which allows users to create an account without verification, ID, or KYC. Get the most secure, anonymous, non-custodial crypto wallet today, available on Google Play and Apple App Store. And every download supports the channel tremendously. It helps me make more videos just like this. All right, we see they made this post yesterday as well. The Zebec Uphold reward is live. Holding XRP on Uphold, you're now eligible to earn ZBAC directly into your account. So again, that collaboration is live and in full-fledged, and people are already been able to take profits, which is great. Proud to be part of the Circle Alliance, building the future of on-chain payroll and crypto card spending with USDC as the core stablecoin across our silver, carbon, and black cards. So again, nice to see that ZBAC is really picking up on things. The community seems to be more and more happy. ZBAC holders, I've invested in many cryptos, but I could say right now that I've never felt so good about a cryptocurrency in a very long time. It's not a meme coin, it's a real investment that I could see by next month going to 5 cents. Just wait until Coinbase lists. It's going to the moon. They do have active partnerships with Coinbase and Robinhood and Binance as well. So it's only a matter of time before this one absolutely rips. And
So the price is coming down to the Coinbase listing, which if Coinbase was smart, hold on a second, why is this?
becomes a global, and we're still getting very, very early. CBEC will hit 1 cent by June 30th in 7 days. That's a price prediction from one member of the community. Crown the king. What Zebec needs to hit Doge and XRP level growth, $1. The crypto has shown us that it takes time to break through. XRP and Doge didn't.
Yeah, Coinbase was smart. They would list right on what is today? Dang, pull guys here. They would list right on the first. If the 30th is Monday, or actually they would list on the 30th, right? So when you start buying, actually if they were smart, they would list tomorrow. Get that check and run it up over the weekend and through July. But I'm pretty sure something big is going to happen between now and the 1st of July before the holiday so they can get you as much as they can before
Just
you
rise.
spend
They
your money
scaled,
on
branded, and
4th of July stuff. Let's see, let's go back here. Where were we? Bugatti, what are you talking about? What's going on? Just excited because Zebec's going to $2. I bet dollar in a few years, I believe, but 10 cents by the year. Best believe. I've been talking about this coin for a long time. It's going parabolic very soon. Get ready. Josh, the winner. What up with you, bro? Thanks for joining. Welcome to the fam. Uh, let's go. I think that Coinbase listing, yeah, I need some firecrackers. That's what I'm saying. They got to do it before you guys spend all your money on firecrackers. I remember going out of town and the folks in the neighborhood had a full 45-minute fireworks display in the neighborhood. I'm not talking about at the park or at the actual city. I'm talking about people in the neighborhood had a 45-minute show, right? So I know folks are going to get crazy buying fireworks. How's it going? It's going good. What up, Josh? What's going on, brother? Let's get back to this video real quick.
And brought millions with them. Here's what Zebec Network needs to do. Grow holders from 76,000 to a million plus. Big runs come when communities go from tight to viral. Double down on US exposure. Uphold was one step. Next is Coinbase and Binance. So pretty cool. Lock in the narrative. XP forged the path. Zebec lights the way. Push it everywhere. Fund real advertisements, TikTok, Twitter, fintech, podcast, content creators, visibility scale, land institutional partners, 14500 payroll integration could flip the switch. Zebec has a product. Now it needs a spotlight, scale, and holders to fuel the fire. So I guess this is the true next steps for Zebec to really light the way. And again, we're already seeing a lot of partnerships in play because Zebec partners include Circle, Stellar, MasterCard, Chainlink, Ondo Finance, XBD Chain, Zero Hash, and a couple others. So again, they're doubling down in terms of partnerships. They're doubling down in terms of advertisements. It's only a matter of time before this one truly rips from here. You know, we've been covering this one very closely. If you want to get the latest and greatest news regarding Zebec, make sure to subscribe button down below so you don't miss out. And guys, that pretty much wraps up the video. Like always, remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence before investing any money in the cryptos we cover on this channel. And let me know what you think about my price prediction in the comment section below. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Are you on the same page? I want to hear your feedback. Now that wraps up the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Until next time, is your friend Umar. Peace.
So shout out to who is this? Yamar. It wouldn't be
Athena
upset.
emerges as a top RWA
What may
project with
happen
its
in
new
this
Telegram
world, we
integration.
only can
We'll have
control what we can control. So at this point, I want to really focus on cryptocurrencies that are disrupting.
Hey, hold on. I wouldn't be upset about making a little bit of money so I can go get fireworks. I mean, win-win. It does make a lot of sense. Josh, I live in LA. Those fireworks shows are crazy in the hood. I know they are. That's what I'm saying. Folks is thousands for the hood fireworks show. So I know They better list it before the 4th of July if they're trying to get any money. Everyone needs to hold 1 million ZBEC minimum, but if you can go for 10 million, best believe. ZBCN is like the third pillar in the XLM and XRP community for sure, Josh. I can see 50 Cent ZBEC by Christmas. Woohoo, 50. I can definitely wish and hope for 50 cents or maybe $1. But I'm telling you guys, trying to preach the gospel here, man. If Coinbase lists ZBEC, the thing is going to explode. If Binance listed, it's going to explode, right? All you need is one announcement and a listing, and we are off to the moon. So let me just see here. I'm just looking, right? I'm trying to make sure. Still at the 006. 0036. I want to make sure I don't wait too long and get in above the 0038. What did you say? Did you say XLM? Yeah. I got in this uh XCN play, which is actually playing out. I need to definitely. Yeah, no. We went to Detroit for thanks tripping for 4th of July, bro. These guys had a whole fireworks show. I'm talking about, which might have been the street in Detroit. I don't know. I had to see, but these guys lit up the whole neighborhood for 45 minutes straight. 45 minutes straight. I'm not talking about no Roman candle or a couple of firecrackers. I'm talking about real firework, big box. I don't even know what to call it, but things that shoot up and actually light up the sky. I ain't talking about no bottle rocket that does a flare or something. I'm talking about a full on doosh, 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 doosh. One of those for 45 minutes, bro. The kids got bored and went to sleep, and we were still shooting firecrackers. Somebody put a definite good amount of money into this fireworks show. They need money to barbecue for the 4th of July. What up? You mean, bro, Inglewood here? Inglewood, where it's all good. I got some cousins in Long Beach. I ain't too far from you guys. Long Beach and Anaheim, which is weird, but the other ones are in the Long Beach, right at the edge of I think it's Long Beach Compton border. No, but it's going down. Hot links, expensive. You feel me? I definitely feel you, bro. It's already on Robinhood wallet. Robinhood most likely list any day now. I actually need to check that, Josh, see what Robinhood's up to. Who, Josh? Ooh. He's quarter crawler. I'm working across the street from Ladera Park as we speak. Ladera? Did I say that right? I don't know. I'm in Long Beach. What up, Hidewood? Definitely long live the LBC. Word, quarter crawler. I'm glad the California connection is on live. So let's go back to Crypto Mealy. Zebec will print millionaires today.
$1 trillion markets. It's really hard to be bullish on a project, right? That's ushering a new age and disrupting the market that has already been proven, right? Today's project I want to talk about is Zebec ZBCN. This project specifically is disrupting a 200 $300 trillion market, which is the payroll market, right? So no matter how you're getting paid, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you're a gig worker, whether you're a businesses, whether you work for somebody that's overseas, right? This project Zebec ZBCN is working to provide a solution within that market. Speed, transaction fees, really saving you money and giving people in the future an opportunity to get paid daily, right? I know a lot of companies pay what every 2 weeks. So now with all of these new products coming out, specifically driven by AI, I can see a world where people will be making money daily. Now, how you manage your money is on you, but I think that Zebec itself is providing an opportunity, and also it's a depend project because they have a device, right? So again, they plan on putting that device in universities, right, and awarding people, whether that be the native token Zebec or
Hey, you guys know anything about the California connection about Stevie's Creole? Peace. Do you have any recommendations on expensive cigars to buy when Zebec hits woohoo? Anybody have any good ideas on a good yacht? I'm most likely going to name one after this token. I wish. Get a nice Cuban cigar. Cuban cigars are good. What was that? Dang it! Somebody told me about a cigar. I just bought some too. Dang it! They're like 50 anniversary something. I can't remember. I had to look them up and get back to you guys. What up, bro? Yasim eBay. Wait a minute. 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 Hold up. I'm gonna play this video. I'm tripping. Put you guys in.
USDC, allowing people to earn a passive income. So then you got two POIs that really make, in my opinion, this project a very bullish project. Not to add, they have partnerships with a plethora of different billion-dollar companies: Circle, Stellar, MasterCard, Chainlink, Ondo Finance, XRP allegedly, and a few others. And again, let me know what you think about Zebec. The funny thing is, right, you can literally go across the Twitter page and just find so much alpha on this project. A great post here by W7 Fed. It says Zebec replaces part of the traditional payroll and business payment system. It could realistically capture 0.2 to 0.1%. That's all it got. It don't even got to capture 1% for people to make boatloads of money with this project specifically, because again, it's a crossroad between a utility that's being utilized daily, by the minute, by the hour, and blockchain. So you can't lose, right? That translates to about 40 billion to 350 billion a year in volume. Now, of course, things happen, things can change, right? But as was posted in the video, just to keep it realistic, Zebec itself is calling the payroll market at $11 trillion market. You got some people in the comments saying it's a 200 trillion market. Regardless, even if Zebec is able to capture a percentage of that market, we won as investors. Again, multiple, if not partnerships, collaborations with big projects within the space like XRP. So I do challenge anybody who are interested into something like ZBCN. Right, all you got to do is just kind of type in the ticker on Twitter. I like to do this and just go through some of the alpha that you see on the page, right? Some of the partnerships, the new exchanges, right? Okay, it's a project that's embedded in DeepIn, AI, all type of different narratives. It's on one of the biggest chains and ecosystems in the crypto world, which is Solana. So we know if Solana has substantial success, something like Zebec could do well because it has that community aspect to it, similar to like we see for memes, but a real freaking utility. And that's what you want. You want cryptocurrency projects that have delusional communities, but real use case in everyday utility. So, guys, like I said, go do your research. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes with Ripple, but there's so many YouTubers talking about it. I don't really specifically have to talk about it. Check out some of my other videos where I go in depth about the utility and use case. Now I know why you came here. You came here for the charts. Zebec looks really, really good on the 3-day. We got a stock RSI cross RSI. A little bit of a divergence there, right? Stock RSI looks like it wants to gain momentum, but we do have a little bit of loss. Look at a little bit of loss, some downtrend, should I say, of the RSI, and even the MACD is looking to cross bearish on the 3-day. But I cannot ignore that this potential bull flag looks really good. Of course, this thing can break down and retest here the 21-day EMA, or it can break to the upside, right? And
All right, guys. So if it does go to $1 this year, I'm getting these Pappy Van Winkle cigars and that Rip Van Winkle Reserve Rye, although I don't really care for the rye, or the Monte Cristo. I think it was a white label box of 10, but I think it was a 20 something year anniversary. I can't find them now. But definitely check out, I guess it was Monte Cristo's, but it wasn't Monte Cristo. I want to say it was a Macanudo or something. I don't know. We're getting off topic. Back to focus. Let me see. Where were we? Do you know where to buy gold robe? Gold robe? Dub for dub. Well, I bet Donald Trump has a gold robe. I mean, that man likes anything gold. Talk about this token being a 100x opportunity. This bull. Trump was great first of the year for crypto. Beyond that, no more moral compass. Yeah, once he got in the game, he kind of switched up on us. But it's cool. Let me finish this video out.
continue the next leg up. Taking a look at ZBCN from a weekly standpoint, I really, really like that the ultimate RSI technically is still bullish as Zebec looks to hold that support. I wouldn't be surprised if it does come back down to retest, maybe 3.2 or 2.6, depending on the state of the market. There's been news that Iran and Israel could start attacking each other again. So the market could get beat up a little bit more. But I want to kind of focus you guys and give you guys a example of my focus on how I plan on and have planned on building my portfolio in the midst of this turmoil, right? Focusing on projects that I know specifically disrupt trillion-dollar markets, right? Because one thing we can't ignore is that everything is moving to the blockchain. So since we know everything is moving into the blockchain and AI is being integrated into a lot of these platforms and just everyday life, it makes sense if you're invested in the crypto where everything is down 50 to 70% to find stuff that will be used on a day-to-day basis or could potentially be used on a day-to-day basis. What bigger than a project that's focusing on payroll and POS? So with that being said, I really, really am bullish on the chart here. It looks really nice, right? These corrections and these retracements are bullish because it allows new buyers who watch these videos an opportunity to find those points. But we can't just focus here on the ultimate RSI. I want to, throw in a couple other indicators here on the weekly. Let's check out my RSI script here. And you can see, look like we're getting a little bit of turn here of the stock RSI. So it's not quite bullish yet. But again, I'm not against after a major run like this, a pullback, because not only can we add to our bags, but people who did buy at the top can bring down their averages, which is only fair for everybody involved. I also like to check out the health score of the people that's actually buying this. I call this script that I created the retail capital strength script, and you can see the strength score here is sitting here at 100, right? The ADX score is 41.6 and RSI is above 60. So things look good also here on our retail savings strength score. People are buying this, they're buying ZBCN, they're buying the dip, right? This is positive, right? In fact, what it has to be in some case, I believe, institutions or smart money, because we know That retail just isn't here in crypto. Last but not least, I just want to know on the weekly if those Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten up. So yeah, we could get further downside because you gotta understand Zebec is an extended, it has had an extended run compared to some others. Like it really moved, and would love to check those. Excuse me, I put the Bollinger Bands back on, but I was looking for the bull market bands here as well to get those bull market support bands just to see where that support is. So if we do have a correction on the weekly, I can have a good idea of where that support may come in. So right around, like I said, right around that 2.5 level is where you got those bull market bands. So well, we're in the 3/8. This thing went at one point to the sixes, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if this trend to the downside does come to retest some of these key moving averages. But I also wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a bull flag and bounces to the upside, especially if the entire cryptocurrency market, looking at the total three, flips bullish. We still are headed into a resistance here at this 21-day EMA on the total three. But if we get peace deal or Fed cut, we can easily see altcoins explode. In fact, altcoins in a way have been suppressed by the news, even though the market has been showing buku strength. So, guys, that's what I'm actually seeing. The synopsis or what the summary, should I say, or what I'm saying here is a little bit of chop. Pay attention to the macro. Pay attention to Solana as well. Solana is, ZBCN is a sole token, so you want to, even though it is listed on exchanges, which is a good thing. I also like to pay attention to the ecosystem that is spawned from, right? Which is Solana. Which again, Solana hasn't given us that ultimate RSI cross either. In this, let's check the Sol BTC, giving us an idea of how Solana is performing against BTC. So still haven't had that ultimate RSI cross. So lots of stuff could happen to the upside if we get bullish news indicators or anything that's great for the macro, right? Because at the end of the day, the M2 is exploding, and at some point, that liquidity will rotate into altcoins, and of course, the stronger altcoins. It's your boy Crypto Millie. Let me know what you think about ZBCN. What's your favorite partnership with Zebec? I would love to know. But comment, engage with the videos, guys, and I'll continue to give you updates from a TA perspective. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.
Shout out to Crypto Millie. I don't know what happened here. I want to keep going, but I have to shut it down for the day. But what the heck? Let's get one more video in. As long as we're done before hour 30.
A lot of hate. There was some love there too. But at the end of the day, what I said was going to happen actually happened, and it's still unfolding. But I definitely do see Zebec going.
When they're gonna start no taxes on American-made crypto. I think they're already doing the no capital gain tax. I'm not sure. It's sitting at 36. I think you're right. A lot of people bailing. A lot of people done panicked. Panic sold. Wow, still panic selling. 74,300 down to the 305. And looks like people are selling. Somebody bought 5,000. Okay. 1.4 million. Okay, I see out here. Remove. I don't know what remove means. Somebody sold 20,000? 6 mil won? Okay. Somebody bought 10,000. Okay, well, 2.8 2.8 mil. Wow. What does remove mean? Let's see what the little guys are doing. Guess we'll add fish to the. Looks like fishes are selling. A lot of selling going on. Somebody bought 2,000, 600,000, 1,281,000. 1700, 486, 1200, 300,000, 1200, 300,000. There's a lot of activity going on the fish side. Let's finish this last little video and we'll shut it down for the day. See what my main man Crypto
going
Goon's
to the
talking about.
upside, right? Just not as of yet. I foresee in the future 1 cent followed by $1. But before we get to the charts, we're just going to check out a few things when it comes to Zebec that they are doing that is good for the people. Now, first, if we head over to their see about a day or so ago, they actually just dropped a commercial. So I'll go ahead and play that commercial for us to check out. And all right, so pretty much in this commercial, they're just talking, they're just highlighting what they do as far as payroll and how people can get their money a lot faster and instantly, which is cool. Now, something else that they put out is anybody that has Uphold wallet that is holding XRP, you can now get you can earn Zebec with that. Now, there's a catch to it, right? It's not everybody. So if you actually look at the fine print and go to the details of getting Zebec Network rewards from holding XRP, you have to have at least $50,000 in XRP to actually qualify for that. So before we get to the rest of the video, I'm going to do my daily withdrawal from the AI Trade 500 company platform. If you're interested in skipping ahead to the rest of the video, feel free to drop down into the playhead and skip forward. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice. This is for educational purpose only. So do your own research before you take any action. Now, I have withdrawn a total of $6,189.07. Now, normally I withdraw about $200 a day, but since I'm on a computer right now this early, I'm going to go ahead and withdraw some of the money, and in a few hours, the remainder will be available to withdraw. So I'm going to come down here to withdraw, come down to Tether BEP20, make sure it's checked, and I'm going to put So just looking at the community sentiment on CoinMarketCap, 88% of people are bullish, 12% of people are bearish. Now, the reason why I caught a lot of heat is because I said currently Zebec Network is overhyped and the FOMO is setting in. I put out a video talking about it, but I also made a chart on TradingView. This was May 31st. Okay, on May 31st, I said now that the hype and FOMO are starting to subside, I'm looking for a buying opportunity. Now, this is when everybody was going crazy. This is when it was going viral on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube or whatever. And anytime that happens, that's when the dumb money rolls in. The smart people are the people that knew about this, when it came out in 2021, or the people that caught it, early 2025 before it went too crazy. That's smart money. And then you have the dumb money that rolls in at the end. Now, me personally, I wasn't in tune on Zebec Network, but I'm not dumb money. I'm in between. I'm informed money, right? So for somebody like me, I'm going to wait for a pullback, which is a natural thing in the market. A lot of people do not understand pullbacks, right? When a market cannot just go up forever. No market works like that. It's like you as a human being cannot run forever. At some point, you got to stop and catch your breath, and then you pick up running again, right? So I said that from this point, Zebec Network will come down. Okay, hit the play button, and what happened? It is still coming down. Okay, now this isn't to just I don't care about being right or wrong. I care about making money. That's the only thing I care about is making money when it comes to this. I don't get married to or have my emotions involved or attached to any cryptocurrency. At the end of the day, 99% of these cryptocurrencies will go to zero. I promise you that. Okay. If you look at the .com crash, the .com bubble, a lot of them burst, they left, and they never came back. We will see the same thing with the majority of these cryptocurrencies. That's why I don't marry a lot of them. If you look at Coin Market Cap, you see these people right here on the side in the chat that these people are married to these things. Never get married to a cryptocurrency. You get in, you make some money, you take profits, you get out. Okay, 100%. I promise you, the majority of these cryptocurrencies are going to go to zero. Okay, if you look back at 2017, when you had like XRP and you had a few other top cryptocurrencies, outside of XRP and Bitcoin and like one or two others, the majority of those companies went to zero. Okay, because a lot of this technology is redundant. All right, now back to what I was saying. So I'm looking for this to come down between this 50% and the 618. Let me actually go to my actual chart because this is actually published. I published my charts on TradingView for you to see, and you can go and look at and see how accurate I am or how accurate I'm not, right? Here it is right here. All right, so I'm looking for this to retrace down to this between the 50 and the 618%. Cryptos love to come to the 50 and the 618%. I can actually show you proof of that. Like for example, I talked about H bar, and as you can see, it came down and to the 50 and it popped back up. All right, here's another one that's coming down. XDC, again, it came down to the 50 and it popped back up. Okay, I can show you another one. Here's one I talked about with White Rock, right? I said, hey, oops, wrong chart. Right here. I said White Rock is going to come down to this area right here, which is the 50% retracement. It came out to the area, and then what did it do? It popped right back up. Okay, so this thing is a consistent recurrence. So once Zebec, and when we're looking at the monthly chart where each candle is 1 month. So once Zebec Network reaches this area, that is when I will load the clip, and I'm looking for it to first stop 1 cent, right? So I always reverse the Fibonacci, and then my first price target is the 141 right here. Okay, so a slight tick above 1 cent, almost 2 cents. Okay, that's it. You know, that's what I'm looking at for the next bull run. The current bull run, we'll see. But right now, Zebec is in what we call a correction. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with it being in the correction. You can actually look at this correction right here, right? So from this high to this low right here, and if I line them up, what is it? It's the same size correction. And I moved the Fibonacci for those that can't see it. This right here is a correction. So we went from this old high back in 2024 to this low right here in 2025. And if I line this up from this previous high, this new high, correction lines up. This old correction lines up in that same area. Okay. I've been doing this for a while and this stuff is consistent. 90% of the time, this is what happens. Not saying that I'm 100% right on this one, right? But open your mind to other things. It's more to it than just, you know, getting hyped behind what you see on Instagram. I saw a lot of people get hyped behind XDC. You know, I saw a lot of people going off on this guy on Instagram because he was talking about Zebec Network. He was talking about XDC and XCN, and the dumb money got in at the top. People lost their money. I mean, technically, you don't lose until you sell, but a lot of people are mad because they're in the red, and they will stay in the red for a while they are in that correction. And if the technology is good, if people really believe in it, you know, if it gets some, you know, a large player in the game, it'll go back up at some point. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, maybe in the future. But that's how these things work. Me personally, I wait for the markets to correct unless I get some insider information. I do have a crypto YouTube channel. A lot of these companies do reach out to me all the time and tell me certain things, and I learn certain things, and I'm in on certain phone calls, and I'm invited to certain events. So a lot of these things that I'm telling you all, I'm not making it up. It is law. Now, one other thing that I talked about, you can always go to the YouTube trends to look at these things. What in my previous video, I said when the search volume reaches 100, that is when the market is going to liquidate. So as you can see, May 25th to the 31st, it reached 100. I talked about this in my last video. And when you come to the Zebec chart, what do you see? May. What did it do? It liquidated the following month, and currently it is coming down. We're starting to have a curve. Normally, I look for, you know, I try to line up the interest over time on this chart when it's under 25, and then I'm looking at the chart to say, okay, are we in between the 50 and the 618 for me to make this move? Because once it falls under the 25, that's when social media has gone quiet and people aren't paying attention, and those are the good times to buy. But when you're at or close to 100, that is the worst time to buy, because once it reaches that one
some good information. I might check out Crypto Goon more often. But he's right, right? When the interest goes down, it's going to peak and it's going to pull back. Currently, we are in the correction. And when the correction is over, it is going to explode. And all we need is a major announcement or a listing. And I'm pretty sure, waiting to hear something from an insider, but I'm pretty sure Josh mentioned it might be Robinhood or it might be Coin. Somebody's going to list Zebec soon. Every time it goes down like this, somebody listed because they bought it up cheap. They listed on the exchange and it explodes, right? I could see it easily exploding past the 1 cent mark, or at least to the 50, 60 cent range. I mean, the 50, let's see, the 0.08 or 0.09 right under a penny, right? If not to a penny. But let me know what you think. It's your main man BTM signing out. Thanks for joining. Thanks for like, sharing, subscribe, and super chat. I don't want to hold you too long. It's already been a crazy long live, but we still have tomorrow and the weekend. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and super chat. And it's okay to be different, guys, right? Maybe it's not you that's different, it's everybody else. So stay true to you. Shout out to everyone that's being involved, staying super chat, and trying to keep the lights on the BTM Crypto News Network. But as always, let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. Miner out.